Hi everyone, it's Sue here from Scrappy Doo Sue. Hope everyone's well. Welcome to any new subscribers and welcome back to any returning subscribers. I really appreciate all your support. It does help me to grow my channel, which is very new, and I'm very new to YouTubing really, as you will find out as we go along. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes things happen. Anyway, today I'm going to do episode 2 of the altered book. Mine is going to be in the theme of Bohemian / Gypsy. So I'm looking forward to using some really bright coloured papers, and I'm using kits by Line Dot Arrow and their Bohemian Dreams kit, Wicked Pixies Bohemian kit, Phaedra 2's, or I don't know if it's Phaedra 2 or Phaedra 11's Bohemian Lady Papers, and also I am using some Warm Bohemian papers by Liana Scraps. Now I've only got about, I think there's 4 or 5 in her set. I have bought some more paper packs online, not specifically Bohemian, but they would fit in, so I bought them in Etsy. I haven't uploaded them yet, so I will do that to my ThinkPad and then I'll be able to print them out, but we will have enough at the moment to go on with because we haven't started yet. This book I altered watching a video by, I believe it was I'm going to forget her name now, Gail Agostinelli, and it was around about 2019, and I happened to have this book on my bookshelf, and I had bought it with a view to reading it myself, and I did start reading it, but I just could not get into it. So I was watching this video because this is way before I started crafting in public and everything on YouTube, and I thought, I've got that book, I could do this. So I actually prepared the book with her at the time, so everything is done. So where you see paper clips, that's where pages are going to be put together. I've torn out all the pages. Sadly, at the time, I didn't realise that those torn out pages would be useful going forwards. So I threw them away. I've learnt a lot since. Anyway, it's all done. It's all started. It's lovely, lovely faced, what do they call this inside plate? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's got this lovely blue page here, which I'm going to leave at the moment. So I'd already made these into 3 pockets now. Well, side tuck pockets. Tammy Van Antwerp has started her author book, and she said to me it'd be great if we could do it kind of in tandem, so I'm trying to do mine in tandem. I think she's about 4 or 5 episodes ahead of me, and hers is a different theme, but the papers she's using are absolutely gorgeous, and I would definitely be going over to those Etsy shops when I get a minute to have a look, not necessarily for this book but for future projects. And she'd already started doing her own book, and she's actually done the same layout here. So we're going to start today, and we're going to cover these pockets here. So I'm hoping that I will be able to get enough out of this sheet here. I love this colour. I've already sized up this one here, this first one. So I'm going to tear that one. I'm just going to tear it with my normal ruler because I haven't been getting on too much with my tear ruler just lately, and it seems to have bent itself, and now it's bent itself I can't get it back into its proper shape, so I've gone off it a bit. Okay, just checking that is all lined up because I don't want to waste this paper. You'll notice that there is something on the back. When I printed the papers, stupidly, I printed them double-sided, thinking, forgetting I'm doing an altered book, because I've never done one before, and printed them with a view, you know, as if I was making a journal, and so I've wasted some really because they're on the back, so I've had to kind of reprint them. Anyway, we learn, don't we, by mistakes. I just did it without thinking. It was just so automatic for me to, you know, do them as if I was going to make a journal. Okay, let's get this on. So I'm using my book page. It's a shame because the back's lovely, but we've got that page printed out anyway, so I've had to go through and print them all out singly. Yeah, so silly me. So I'm going to hope that I can get away with using glue stick for this, because it's an awful lot of sticking, and it's a good way of using up these glue sticks that I'm not keen on. You're probably fed up with me moaning about glue, I bet. I'm fed up with me moaning about glue, actually. So I'm going to get that on there like that. The good thing about glue stick, I think, is you can manoeuvre the paper a little bit better. So I'm not happy with that. But if it's not a good glue stick, then you tend to need to use a bit more. Okay, just give that rub down. Like that. So then the next one we want is a piece in here. Now I'm not happy with that. It's not near that edge. Sorry, I'm going to take it off. Okay, I am going to this glue stick. Oh dear me. I don't think it's going to last very long. I think I'm going to get through these in no time. I only opened this one yesterday, and already I think it's finished. Right, just going to stand up. Just want to make sure this time that this is actually on the edge of there. Not too worried about it not being right up to the signature line, but I didn't want those words showing. Okay, right, well the glue that I've got the most, because I'm running low on glue, I have ordered some, so the glue that I've got the most of at the moment is this Clow. So I'm just gonna stick that down. I'm not going to say any more about it. I think I said enough about this already, and you know I don't really like it, so we won't say any more. Okay, now sit down again. Okay, let's see. So for this one, because we're going to stick these down, we don't want too much. So I thought I would do this series of pockets that we're doing now. I thought I would do them all in the same sheet if I can. So let's have a look at this. I'm better off this way round. Look for my mark now. Okay, right, I can see it. So Okay, so I hope you're all doing well. You've had a, oh shoot, that you had a good weekend. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to ink round. I think I'll probably just ink round these pockets before I stick them down, rather than inking round all the bits of paper, because I think it's going to be just one complete inking around session. No, I don't know if I like that there. Let me just try it there. Just wondering whether to have something in between now. I've said I'm going to use one sheet. I'm wondering whether we could might use the back side of it for the other two pieces, so I'm not too worried about that. I wish I hadn't torn it there, but I have. So okay, let's get that down. Yeah, this is completely finished. Okay, I have one more here. I have another 4 or 5 in the drawer. Okay, now I don't know whether I'm going to be doing this more than once a week. Today's Sunday, it's Sunday evening, so sorry, I'm concentrating. I'll probably be quieter doing this because it's something new I've never done before. Ugh, maybe you'll be glad for peace. Okay, right, so I'm going to cut that white line off. I don't think I can tear that small amount. This is slightly thicker the paper than I normally would use, but because I've already printed it, even though, you know, it's double-sided, so I thought we could have this here. Like that. Okay, I'm just going to, it's very hard to see your lines cut there. Okay, and then have I don't think there's a right or wrong way, actually. I'm not sure. I think that will be nice there, like that. So we get that on. Oh gosh, I hope that glue stick comes soon. I may have to order an extra one on top. Okay, let's, so that's a doubled page. The page that I'm sticking this to is a doubled up page. Now, if it's anything over the edge like that, I can trim that off. Oh, I keep knocking that glue stick down. It's so small. Okay, like that. So that's good. And then I just want to try and get I think that might have been, should have been up the other way, but you can't tell, it's not really. But what I was trying to aim at here was to actually get this butterfly on here. That's what I quite like to do, I think. Yes, let's just stick with that idea, I think. Okay. I'd rather have it hanging over just a little bit more than that. I'll do that. Let's get that off first. That didn't go too well. So I think if we cut it about there. I'm not sure where my glue book is at the moment, hence why I've only got one small piece of paper out, one page. I'm just going to line it up here, I think is the best way to do it. With my board, which is kind of what they're for actually. Okay. Oh, that really hurt my thumb doing that. Oh, right, okay. Oh, this is looking lovely, I think. That's my personal opinion. Yes, we will. Oh gosh. Oh dear, I'm going to be really stuck, aren't I, if I don't have any glue. I'll probably have to use all collal on this. Put a face mask on, I think, if I do have to. Okay. So let's get it up to the edge. No, it's not right. It's sliding everywhere. Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so before if I do any more, I'm going to ink round those before I glue them down. I'm going to use the vintage photo. Hope you can see me okay. It's always a big concern, isn't it? You kind of get lost in what you're doing and you don't really But I don't have a habit at the moment of, I'm not in the habit, I should say, of constantly looking up to see what you can see. Just gets rid of that white. Okay, we need to trim that. We need to trim this off, like so. Okay, right. Okay, now we can glue down the pieces. Now that has not stuck down very well there, so I will go into there with the glitter glue. Oh, do you know, I don't think it's even coming out. Oh, now it is. That's better. Cool. Right. Just give that a good press down. I think this book's gone a bit strange. It's sort of flopping over to this side. I keep bending it back, so I'm hoping that once we start filling it up, it will plump it back up again. It's because it's lost some of its pages. Okay, so now we need to glue down these pockets at the side. So yeah, just wondering, I haven't done it because I'm wondering whether to put thumb holes in them. Just going to go over that area there that's got a little tiny bit missing. Yeah, I'm just going to pin this glue, and I think I will put thumb holes in. Now, I'm just going to measure page again. So it's 9 2/8. So that's 4.5 is halfway, and 1 is there. So we want 4.5 and 1. It's just I don't want the thumb holes to all be in different places. Okay. Yeah, I don't want them too deep because then they might show the paper underneath. So there's my mark there. And this one here. Like so, yes, so that has. Okay. Might have to just join a piece up there. I didn't think of that until I started doing it. Okay. We have some left. So we could. need a tiny strip really. I think this side is better. Don't know. That would hardly show, you see. So I think it's better if I have it this way round. And then it's not really going to make much difference. We only need to have one tiny bit really. So that would be cool. I think we're all right. We're just about all right there. I'm just going to cut out a tiny section. Let's see if I've got one here. Be better. Just see what's on the back of this one. Okay, so I'm just going to cut a tiny piece just for that area there. And let's get that glued on. It's just that I can see it. Someone else might not notice it, but now I've done it, I can actually see it. So I'm not happy with that. So I'm just going to literally butt that up to there. Like that. Give it a press down, and there you are. Don't see it. Okay, and that one's fine. So now we will glue down. Right. I was going to use this art glitter, wasn't I? Okay. So I'm just gluing down the side of each pocket. So just press that down a minute, and then we do the next side. Oh, I can't do a straight line. Oh, gosh. Well, that's better from that angle. Just going to put a line of it down there. And then this final one here, so we'll put a line down there. It's the angle, I can't do a straight line from this angle, look. Oh gosh. It's a good job it's not a competition. That's better. I still probably wouldn't win, but if it was. Okay, so now that has to go down there and press down. Okay, right. Okay, I didn't ink round those. I just gently do that quickly. Better. Okay, so those should be inked down now. Okay, right. So that's the first page done. I'm going to have to hold that down, I think, for a few seconds. Well, let me just clip it actually with these clips, just to give it a good chance to stick. Like so. Okay, right. Okay, where's my... I had a brush for brown things. And it has disappeared. Oh, here it is, staring me in the face. I just want to do down here. I need to get one of the smaller ones of these actually to get into the crevices. Okay, that's better. Right. So that's the first page done. It's very thick indeed. Now the second two pages are plain, but we have a pocket in here. Now I've already cut the thumb hole out, so I suppose it was because that's what I did when I followed the tutorial. So that's going to have a side journal card. Then the next two pages, let's have a look. How many pages have we got? So, oh, we've got quite a few. So we've got a double spread here and here, which I haven't glued down. But we've got that there. So if I wanted to, I could glue those down and make that a bit stronger. I think the way it was done, it's on the other side of this one, so that one, that's double, so I think we're going to use that and double up that page as well. So we've got a thicker page here and here. Then we've got this. Then we've got plain paper here. Okay. So we want to cover this next. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got Line Dot Arrows Bohemian Dreams kit here. And got this lovely lady here with a tambourine. And this, so let's just have a look at that again. So I'm quite see, the trouble is these pages are not going to be deep enough, so I'm going to have to do kind of a collage-y affair on them. So we don't want the ephemera at the moment. Okay. Okay, so if we ignore the back and use a piece of this here and a piece here, and then we need to find something to go down the bottom that will fit in. So is that going to be too much? Kind of like that. It kind of meant, you know, brings out the colour there. What else have we got? Oh, we have, these are Phaedra. I'm going to call her Phaedra 11. Phaedra 11. So we can put something down the bottom like that. Perhaps we'll just do one page at a time and not try and double them up. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the back because obviously I'd printed this double-sided. I'll just cut this off. Like so. The border is a nuisance at times, isn't it, really? I always print fit to page, but it always leaves a border anyway. So if you don't fit to page, then I'm hoping these have dried now. Take the clips off. So we've got pocket there, side pocket there, side pocket there. And that's nice, isn't it? And obviously we'll go back and decorate as we'll just do a few pages at a time, I think, and then we'll go back and decorate those, and then we'll carry on. I think that's the way I will probably do it. As I say, I'm not really an expert on this. So I've got this big, you know, divot in here, which I'm not keen on. I'm hoping once you start filling these pockets and things, it will fill up this, bulk it out a bit. So I'm going to cut it about there. Okay. Just going to line my page up like so. Spot the light, there it is. Now this has got faint grid lines in the background, so I'd rather err on the side of caution and tear it just outside the mark I've made. Let's just do a slight inking around these. It's only because of the white. Okay, I'm wondering if this paper is going to be too thick. So if we have that there, like so. See, it's got to glue around the side, otherwise it's going to be a big gaping area. I think I'm going to start with this page first. Okay, so we'll get that on. I'm really winging this, you know. It's very nerve-wracking, this is, making an altered book. I finding it already nerve-wracking. Right. Let's just get this on. I think these obviously are so tiny that they don't last 2 minutes, these little glue sticks. Another thing I did when I, you know, first started out, kind of buy a bulk of these thinking you're doing the right thing, but actually it's false economy really, because they don't last 2 minutes. So we've got that thumb hole to remember. Oh yes, that's got to go right in there, like so. We can trim after. This is like working in a journal once you've sewn your signatures in. It actually feels very similar. It's very lumpy, this glue as well. Look at that. Okay. That's nice. Right. Let's have a look and see if anything in the ephemera side that we can put down. No, doesn't look like it. Not in that kit anyway. So put those to one side for the time being. And we will have a look at, we could put a pocket here, but then I'm conscious that we've got a side pocket here. Let's have a look at Warm Wicked Pixie Bohemian kit and see what we've got. These are all designed really to go into journals, look. That's quite nice. That's very nice. It's very, very pink for me. So those two are a possibility. That's again the same, which was double-sided. So, I don't think we've got any ephemera. Some lovely corner pockets there. Okay, so let's have a look at these. That one's very pinky. That's got a bit more green in it. Let's put that on. So I'm just going to, this has got a huge border on it. It's obviously the design of the paper because I did it, printed it exactly the same as all the others. You know, A4, full screen. I must cut the ephemera out actually. I haven't done that yet, I have to be honest. So if we get one block of squares, maybe if we go under that one, still wet. Okay, peel that up slightly, and then if we go under there, like that, going to mark there and there. Okay. I can't see my mark. Isn't that silly? Oh, maybe that is because I've got it upside down. Oh yes, I could see a mark, but I wasn't sure if it was my mark. Now I've lost it again. Right, keep your eye on the prize there. That's it. Okay. I'm having to keep these kits separate, otherwise I'm going to mix them up, forget whose is whose. Although once you start using it, it's probably, you know, easy to remember perhaps, or maybe not. That's going in there like that. That's going down there like that. Okay, so okay, let's just ink round the bottom of this. I don't know which is easier, whether to work on, say, 4 pages at a time and do the ephemera for them and complete them, or whether to whether to cover the pages first and then go back when you've kind of got the feel for it, for what you're doing. Okay, so we'll put some more glitter glue along there, like so. And probably have to just trim that side off. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim this off as well. So this is the pockets, I must not forget that. So I'm going to have to put the thumb hole in so that I know. So let's just measure again. So we said 9 and 2/8, so we said about there kind of thing. Right, okay. Yeah, I can just about see it. So that's there. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so it shows on both sides so that when you turn it over, you know you've got it. Okay, so we'll probably have to cut it again on the other side. So that's helped to strengthen that pocket because this is quite thick. So I'm just going to move everything out of the way. Okay, so that's that side done. And that's going to be our side pocket, and then when it's decorated that side it will really be quite strong. Okay, so we can add things to these pages, we can embellish them with lace and things. So we've got our pockets here, that is not stuck down after all that gluing. Look, yeah, that didn't look so it was stuck down either. That is also not stuck down. So I clipped it and everything. Let's give it another clipping. Clip its ear for not sticking the first time round. And I think that's going to be video 2 of this now. Okay, and in the meantime I will get my act together, and I will because it's Monday tomorrow and I'm at home, I will sort out the ephemera for it so that at least we know what we're using. And I'll go down and have a look at my ThinkPad, which is downstairs, because I've uploaded, before we bought the ThinkPad, and I only bought that for working at home because we've got an old laptop, but it's only Windows 7 and it's quite slow, but it's fine for what we need it for home use. So I've got lots of craft files on the laptop with all my Etsy purchases, digital kits, and then the newer digital kits I've bought lately have gone onto the ThinkPad because obviously we can't put too much on the laptop, and I don't want to slow it down too much because my husband uses the laptop for his radio show. He does Red Kite Radio, which is a local radio show to us, but it is, you can listen to it on www.redkite.co.uk, and he does from 4 until 6 Sunday afternoon show. And he's got his remote radio station, if you like, booth for recording it here on the laptop. And because of COVID, they can't go into the studio, which is in the next village. So he has to do it from home. So it's all set up for that. So I can't, you know, overload it too much. So I started uploading more recent digital kits onto the ThinkPad. That is downstairs, but the good thing about that is it's connected to the printer up here as well. So I can sit downstairs, scroll through it, and while my husband's watching television or whatever, and I can print from there, make sure I've left the paper in that I need. So that's what I'll do. I think I'll go down now and have a look and upload some more. So I think we'll have something different on this page. This is a totally different theme for me to any I've done before. So it's a big learning curve all round. But we've done those. We've got this page done. I know it doesn't look much, but it will be. It will. We'll start steadily working our way through it. And I'm tempted to rip out more pages, but I'm not going to because the book's already, as I say, sagging, leaning that way. I want it upright. That's what I want. So when everything's in it, I think it'll be lovely. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll keep watching. I'll try and do, well, I'll definitely do one episode a week. I may try and do 2 if I can to get through it. Otherwise it could take a long time. But it's kind of a background project really, isn't it? One that, you know, I can carry on with. I'm nearly at the end of the Peacock Journal. I think there's only a couple more episodes really for that. So, she says, hopefully. So, that's it for today, folks. Have a lovely evening, and I hope the week ahead is good to you. And take care, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.